And the FedEx truck is leaving. Let's see what he brought me today. Let me spin the camera around. So, I am retiring my Harbor Freight tire machine. It's been good to me. I've done about 40 to 50 tires on it. And I am replacing it with a made in China, ordered off of TEMU, semi-automatic tire machine. This model has all the assist arms for low profiles and run flats, etc. So, looks like it arrived safe. It was delayed a little bit due to the weather, but I'll see if I can get this thing set up, and I'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about it. Okay, I took the top off just to make sure that nothing in there was damaged during shipment. Everything seems to be good and was packed very well. You can see all you do to take this crate apart is just take a screwdriver and a hammer, pop those up, and the panels separate. So let me get back to it. Okay, got the crate broken down. Actually, some pretty nice 1/4-inch plywood. All looks pretty good. I did notice this laying loose. Hopefully that's nothing. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get this evening. Tomorrow, if I haven't mentioned, I'm going camping for 10 days, so I got to spend most of tomorrow loading up the camper. So let me do a little more and I'll come back. Okay, I got just about everything unwrapped out of the plastic. Got this here. This is one set of the assist arms. The other set is here. This entire machine is sprayed down with oil, I would assume, to keep it from rusting in shipment. So far, so good. Shipping weight on this was 610 pounds. So I'm going to do my very best to not hurt myself. I am going to put it on casters. So I'm going to embark on that before I attach the tower. This piece here, I think I read somewhere, the tower with the duck head weighs 120 pounds. So I kind of rolled it over on that lift cart. I think I'll be able to get this up here with a little ingenuity and get it bolted in. There is a air line down in there that attaches to the bottom here. This tank is the tank for the bead blaster. And you can see the bead blaster is there. So, more to come. This is not going to be a how-to video. This is going to be a how I do it video. I don't recommend anyone jumping right in and assembling one of these by themselves. I'll be back. Okay, I got 3 of the 4 casters on. Again, this is not a how-to. I just slid it over. Got the 2 outside casters on. I am wearing a back brace because this thing is very heavy. So all that's left is I'm just going to take a jack, put under this, and jack it up and put the fourth caster on. Then I can get this out of here. This pallet will be campfire wood in a couple days. I'll be back. Okay, got it out completely. Got the four casters on it. I did manage to lift up that tube. Got that all bolted down. A couple little scratches from where I slid it on, but I can live with that. And again, this is from XK USA, otherwise XinKong USA. Seems like a quality product so far. I used my lift table to lift this up in position, then just tilted it upright. So all that's really left is the assist arms and the plumbing of the airlines. So the bead breaker and the clamping on the table is pneumatic. And the motor to spin the table is a 2 horsepower electric motor. So I'm going to have to take the side panel off just to hook the tube, the airline that goes to the bottom of this tower here, which is also the bead blaster tank. And there's a gauge that screws in up top, and the bead blaster screws right in there. Easy enough so far. Again, don't recommend doing this by yourself. Get some help. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Just look at the inside of the machine. I opened it up just to attach that airline that goes up to the tower, which is actually the bead blaster tank. Could have pulled that up and attached it when I was bolting the tower down if I had help, but it was just as easy to do it this way. So let me get back at it. And one final look at the machine so far. Everything seems good. Easy enough. So let me get the assist arms on and do the airlines. Okay, assembly is done. Not a bad job. The assist arms, we'll start with this one. That's for lifting up the tire. Come over here. This one here, low profile tires, you can press down on the tire. Very nice. It has a backlit gauge. The only leak I have is right here at the top where the pressure gauge goes in. I'm going to let that leak down overnight and put some more Teflon tape in it in the morning. Again, this tower here is for the bead blaster. There's actually a pedal in the center over here that will release all the air into the bead blaster. If you're having problems getting a tire on the bead. So we got 3 pedals in the middle, 2 on the outside. The ones on the outside rotate the table. They both do the same thing. Just depends on which side you're on. If you lift up, it rotates it counterclockwise. This table is labeled 24-inch rim through a 10 or 9.5. I do have motorcycle ATV / golf cart adapters that go on here. the motorcycle adapter is just so it lifts the wheel up so that the brake rotor clears. What else? This outside pedal is for the bead breaker. These two here are for the clamps. That opens it up. That clamps the wheel in. I think that's it for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you have any questions on this machine, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. Again, this is replacing my trusty Harbor Freight manual tire changer that I've done right around 40 to 50 tires on. I bought this off TEMU, delivered because I didn't have to pay for liftgate or residential delivery, and plus the machine was $300 cheaper. Total, I saved about $500 vice the Amazon price. So TEMU for the win. Once again, this is the XinKong SBM 988 tire changer. Take care.